Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Savage Didn here, back with a brand new banger on the channel. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about Playboi Carti's Whole Lotta Red. His new album is supposed to drop on Friday, and if you guys don't know what Whole Lotta Red is, it's supposed to be Playboi Carti's 4th album ever, and I really am a big Playboi Carti fan. In fact, right now I'm listening to some leaks of his songs, and I know the reason why his album probably hasn't dropped yet is because of the leaks. Like, I can understand how frustrating it is to be an artist and you keep having songs get leaked day in, day out. Like, I can really understand why it's probably being delayed so many times over and over. Like, it kind of makes sense why he had to do it from like an artist or a businessman's perspective. Like, you wouldn't want people to hear the same songs over and over on your album. If people have already heard the songs, they're most likely not going to buy the album or buy the merch or anything like that. So from like a record label's point of view, they're like, okay, all songs are getting dropped, you have to go make new ones. If you don't go make new ones, we're not going to get as many sales, we're not going to make all these profits off your whole album, right? So it makes sense, and he just wouldn't want to disappoint his fans with, you know, songs that were already heard. So he basically just threw them all the way. So I understand why it has been delayed over and over again, just like Lil Uzi Vert's Eternal would take. I don't know if it's just his record label. I mean, his record label did say he has to go, and he does have permission to drop it. And Uzi's been saying like 2 times within the past year that the album's ready to be dropped. Like 2 different times he said that. So I don't know what's going on with Eternal Take, but all I know is that Playboi Carti has so many leaks out in Lil Uzi Vert. Like, out of anyone inside of the whole music industry, these two have got so many songs that are leaked, and like that's the reason why they're still buzzing. Like, even though they don't have, you know, songs dropping and album dropping, none of that. Like, they do have features coming out every now and then, but it's not as big as that. Like, they are 2 of the most relevant rappers or artists of our time at the moment, and they haven't even dropped something. Like, that's crazy. In fact, even on iTunes, Playboi Carti was literally trending, and he still is trending, and that's from everyone searching up Playboi Carti, because everyone was up at like 12 o'clock on Friday night. Like, bro, is this gonna drop? Like, I literally stayed up even to 3 a.m. because I was like, okay, maybe he's dropping it at Pacific time, which is basically 3 hours after, you know, Eastern time. So like, when it's 12 o'clock here, it's 9 o'clock there, and when it's 3 a.m. there, when it's 12 a.m. there, then it's 3 a.m. here. So I mean, if I kind of confuses you guys, it's basically time zones. We are 3 hours ahead of people inside of California. So I was like, okay, maybe it'll come out then and there, but it didn't. And the reason why I thought maybe it would drop that night was because of the fact that Playboi Carti said on his Instagram one day, he said that the album was almost done, or I think he said something about the album. Like, if I were to go on his Instagram right now, I do remember him saying something about how he did have an album dropping and a Whole Lotta Red incoming. That's what he said. He said Whole Lotta Red incoming. So for sure the album has got to be done. But the day after, everyone was speculating if the album's gonna drop at 12 o'clock, which we found out was not true, that it was not dropping at 12 o'clock. He basically said something about how he had 10 songs ready. He said, literally, the day after he said that Whole Lotta Red incoming, he said less than 48 hours locked in. So I thought he was saying like, okay, there's 8 more hours, and I was like, okay, 48 more hours. So like, okay, it's gonna be a Friday. You know, most people drop their albums on Fridays because, I mean, like, Fridays is when most of the kids are gonna be, you know, willing to stay up that late because it's 12 o'clock. And, you know, they just have school tomorrow. It's just the last day of school. And I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people stay up late on Friday nights, or Thursday nights, actually, is what I should say. My bad, guys. So I was really shocked that it didn't drop. And there was actually something going around, if you guys knew, with the rap Instagram pages. Basically, they said that Iggy, who is Playboi Carti's girlfriend, Iggy Azalea, she said that he didn't mean that he was going to drop the album in 48 hours. He meant that he was locked inside the studio. But I just really thought that maybe the album would be dropping because he said less than 48 hours locked in. I thought he was saying, don't worry, guys, it's guaranteed in 48 hours you guys are going to be getting a Whole Lotta Red, because like, people have been literally speculating about this album for months. Like, I literally loved the Die Lit album. Like, it was amazing to me. I wanted to hear his next album, his new project, like anything, even if it was a mixtape, I would have really enjoyed it. So I was like, okay, please drop a new album or something like that. And of course, like I said before, we found out it was not true. He was not dropping an album, and that he was working on it. And then literally 23 hours ago, he said, I just made 10 new vibes. He actually said, I just made 10 vibes. So I'm assuming when he says I just made 10 vibes, that he means that he just made 10 new songs in 48 hours. And I mean, like, Playboi Carti, I wouldn't be surprised if he made 10 new songs in 48 hours. Like, he is a pretty talented guy. Like, a lot of people discredit him just because he does mumble rap, but I mean, it kind of makes sense to me if he actually did 10 songs in 48 hours. If he's locked inside the studio all day, he has no choice but to. and he basically has, you know, friends around, you know, kind of motivating him to make new songs and get those melodies, those flows, and the lyrics for his songs. So I mean, he's a very incredibly talented guy for sure. But hopefully Whole Lotta Red does drop soon. I don't really know why it hasn't dropped Friday. I was really shocked. Once again, it's been almost a year and a half, yet my dude is still blowing up and he's still trending on the Apple Music Store. Like, there's no rapper who has Playboi Carti. Like, the fan base of Playboi Carti on Lil Uzi Vert is insane. If you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead, drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I really would appreciate it. It's my boy Savage Didn. Let's try and get 100 subscribers, which is really close. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm out.